This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com, coming at you from the Hilton here in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. And I am wearing my new Blood Hunter and Blaze hoodie, which, by the way, if you want to buy one, as you can see me pictured here with Blaze, with her wearing hers too, you can get them. The link's in the description, and I am in New Jersey because I'm getting some more stem cell injections tomorrow for the torn pec that I had back in October. I already had some stem cell injections, and they made a big difference, but we're locked down in Canada, so may as well get more. Heal up and be ready for April 23rd when I take on Mil Mortes in Ottawa, Canada. Tickets on sale now at ticketweb.ca. Kevin Sullivan's also going to be at that event, by the way. But let me get into the news. I did a report yesterday that Cody Rhodes is reportedly a free agent. According to the Wrestling Observer, he's either working on a new deal with AEW or it's already been worked out and just not been announced already. He is an executive vice president with the company. He holds the TNT championship, and he's already signed on for a second season of his TNT reality show with his wife, Brandy. So if I was WWE, as I said yesterday, I would really side him just for all those reasons, because it would be a slap in the face to AEW, and it would actually give WWE some buzz. And I think it would be a really good acquisition for WWE. And it would actually be good for Cody too, because the last time I saw him in AEW, I was actually watching Dynamite with Blaze, speaking of Blaze, and Cody had thrown his title into the crowd for like the crowd to keep, not his title, but like his workout belt, and the crowd threw it back. So I think it would be better if he went somewhere where it'd be like, holy shit, Cody Rhodes is back in WWE. But it's looking like that is unlikely going to happen. The Hardy Boys are going to be back teaming up March 12th in Webster, Massachusetts. I could see them going to AEW soon as well, because obviously Matt's already there. The Wrestling Observer is reporting that the attendance at Raw last night was only 3,000 paid. I checked everywhere. I haven't seen a rating yet for today, so maybe that'll come out tomorrow. Jerry McDevitt, the WWE head lawyer, who there is an interview with on this channel, is going to be 72 this month, and says that he's heading into retirement and is only sticking around up to this point because of his long-standing relationship with Vince McMahon. Don West on Twitter, former TNA announcer, says his cancer is back and he has to undergo chemo. He does have a GoFundMe page if anyone wants to help him out. Get into a few of your comments. As I remind you again, go to the description, click on the link if you want. This lovely, it's actually very warm. This sweater was warm enough to wear here in New Jersey. Very comfortable, and of course, a great duo on the sweater. Good evening, Al. Ralph, what's up? I finished a very long, boring drive. How was the other stem cells? The ones I had last February in Phoenix worked very well. Those were for my knees, but they were just like to boost my knees because there's nothing really wrong with them. But they really helped me get lower on squats, helped me with my running. The last stem cells I had back in October or November here, they helped, but I had a pretty bad tear in my chest, and I could use another one. And actually, Jenny Santana is going to be here as well, and she's getting more stem cell injections in her knees, and I will be covering her injections as well. Alex says WWE changed Walter's name to Gunther Stark. I don't know. I don't care either. Ralph, yes, stem cells are expensive. Luckily, these ones are sponsored because actually, Prodigy Stem Cells, and I'll give them a plug here, they're actually sponsoring the Great North Wrestling events of 2022. Speaking of the one that I mentioned earlier in Ottawa, April 23rd, there's also going to be one in Petawawa, September 3rd, and another one in June that I'm not releasing the info of yet. Someone says Cody Rhodes is the disgrace. Well, I might not be his biggest fan, but as a booker, I would want him in WWE. They're like he would make a difference. He would pop a rating right now. And to slap Tony Khan in the face, it would be worth shelling out the money for him because everybody has a price, but they probably won't. Is Lars Sullivan the Blood Hunter? No. It's been revealed by TMZ, the New York Daily News, the New York Post, the UK Metro, the UK Sun, the Toronto Sun. They all said back in December, I was the Blood Hunter. So I don't care if people know. Al's really upset about this Walter name change. Philly something says there wasn't that many people when WWE came to Philly. Apparently, they came in like September, and there was a much larger crowd than when they came recently. Like a lot less people came to the recent ones. So crowds are definitely down. Hello to Kung Fu. Mike, I have interviewed Dave Meltzer. Search up Dave Meltzer, the Hannibal TV interview. I have interviewed him. Friends says, I don't quite understand what he's talking about. Mitch says the Jersey Turnpike. I don't even know if I was on the Jersey Turnpike. That's how tired I am right now because I didn't sleep much last night either. I only went to bed at like 8 in the morning, and then I got up at 10 and had to do some stuff. Then I drove here, which is like, it was about 7.5 hours with a few delays. Hello to Lindsay. Hello to Ralph. Yeah, the gyms are still shut down in Ontario and Quebec. I hope that changes soon. Ralph, what's in the cup? Water. I'm actually on a diet. My goal for 2022 is to get into my best shape ever, and I am getting there. I'm really lean right now, and I've been sticking on a diet pretty much since Christmas. Very strict diet. I am in the Meadowlands. I was in Princeton before, though. I had a CFL tryout in Princeton. They sent me to Princeton for a tryout, but they told me I would have to play semi-pro for a year if I wanted to play because I had no football experience. And I didn't feel like playing semi-pro for a year. So I never ended up playing pro football. But I got a lot of publicity out of it, and I had fun. It was fun, and I felt that I did pretty good against the college players at Princeton, considering I had zero football experience. It was fun. Actually, I really enjoyed it. Ralph, I actually feel great. I just need some rest. Interview Paul Roma. He wants a lot of money. Way more money than most people ask for. Huge money. And he also doesn't have PayPal. And in Canada, we don't have Vimo and Cash App and all this stuff. Maybe one day, but at this point, I was supposed to interview the Warlord tonight, but because I ended up coming to New Jersey, the Warlord interview has been changed for 2 weeks from today. What's the difference between Vince Sr. and Vince Jr.? Vince Jr. Expanded and made a lot more money. I don't know either of them personally, but Vince Jr. was more successful financially. Someone asking me, how am I tonight in Canada? I'm not in Canada. I'm in the US of A, the United States of America, the Meadowlands, just a short way away from New York City. Pedro Val might be in the Hall of Fame one day. He's just really controversial. He's highly controversial. So I don't know if they'd put him in with all of his political views. Would Dalhusen be on my show? I'd have him on, sure. Someone tell him to put me on. Put him on with me. Can I bring Hulk Hogan on this show? I would love to have Hulk Hogan, but he's got the Gawker money. He's got WWE Saudi Arabia money. He's doing pretty well for himself. And from what I understand from David Penzer, he doesn't like me. Because at one point in time, I was with David Penzer at his shop, and his security guard said that he would talk to David Penzer, but I had to stay outside. And this is after we talked on the phone a couple times and met in person. But of course, that was before I started doing shoot interviews. And I have posted some that haven't always been flattering to him. So in the end, maybe I will interview him one day. I don't know. I'm fairly neutral. I don't like how he treated Billy Graham, but I don't really hate him or anything like that. I respect him. Yes, I've interviewed countless wrestlers, and you're welcome. I appreciate it. That's why I'm the number one shoot interviewer in the entire world. I have wrestled in California for PCW Ultra twice. You can look those matches up on the Hannibal TV. I wrestled Shane Douglas. I was supposed to wrestle Shane Douglas. That one got canceled. I wrestled Sabu and Scorpio. So look up Blood Hunter against Scorpio, Blood Hunter against Sabu, PCW Ultra. Those matches were in LA. Couple more questions. I'm getting tired here. Who wins Blood Hunter? Of course, Blood Hunter would beat Brock Lesnar. No question. And he'd get the spike out and he'd spike him. Then he'd suck his blood. David, I have nothing but respect for Bruno Sammartino. Yes, lockdowns suck. Do I think with all the WWE people, WWE is going down, they're more profitable than ever? Are they more popular than ever? No. But they have more revenue streams than ever. Any word back from Jesse Ventura's agent? The guy, I would love to do the interview, but that guy was a loser. He agreed to a price. And then after I announced I was doing the interview, he changed the price to something astronomically higher. And the first price was already high enough that I probably wouldn't have made my money back, but I wanted to interview Jesse Ventura. And he wasn't honest. So the only way I'll interview Jesse is if I can meet him in person and work out a deal with him face to face without some friggin' idiot agent being a dick. Ralph says, thanks for the great matches. Interview Swaggle. He seems really uninteresting to me. Gregory, I have interviewed Sabu. Search up the Hannibal TV Sabu. Last question I'll ask, which is going to be the franchise match. It was supposed to happen 3 times, and for various reasons, it got canceled 3 times. So unfortunately, we decided after the 3rd time that the match was cursed, and we're just never going to do it. It's not meant to happen. Hello, Maria Davis. Yes, I am still going to wrestle as the Blood Hunter. I will never wrestle as Hannibal again. And when I put on the mask, I will be as vicious as the Blood Hunter has ever been. But I'm not going to hide that I'm the Blood Hunter anymore because, as I said, it's been reported everywhere. So thanks a lot for the huge comments. Really appreciate it all. Everyone go into the description, click the link, and buy this hoodie. Just like Maria Davis bought the mug, which you could also buy from the Hannibal TV merchandise store. And I wish everybody a good night. And I'm going to have a shower, drink some protein shakes, and go to bed. So have a good one.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at The Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The